I don't know what the cloud thing is. Okay. All right. So first of all, welcome you guys. I know I have not met some of you guys. My name is Megan Geese. I have been coaching for like 2 years now with Beachbody. And we just wrapped up 2017 and we're ready to kick off 2018. And I'm so incredibly blessed to see a ton of people on here. I know meal planning for me is one thing where if I could be like, I don't know, a guru at, it would definitely be meal planning, but I know that I struggle with it. I love fitness. I can work out for hours, but I love cereal. I love popcorn. I love wine. Like I'm human and that's okay. It's just that sometimes I kind of get into that mode where I forget that I should probably go back to where I was before. And sitting here tonight, you guys, I literally like planned out my week and I was trying to go through and make ideas and things for meals and stuff. And it was mind blowing to think that I did this back when I started the 21 Day Fix. I sat down, I figured out my meal plan, I figured out how many containers, and I did that. And that's how I got to lose 35 pounds. And for some reason, since I lost that amount, I was like, oh, I don't need to use the containers, or, oh, I don't really need to go back to that. I haven't really lost anymore. I've kind of maintained, which isn't bad by any means, but just to know that I have the tools to be successful. I just was being lazy myself, I will be completely honest. So I let the holidays, I enjoyed them, and now I'm kind of ready to go. I'm ready to rock. I'm excited. I have my alarm set for 4:15, which scares the crap out of me, but I'm super pumped and really excited. So I'm going to just talk through a little bit of what I'm planning on doing. And then I'm going to let Kelly talk a little bit, and then we're going to just answer some questions because I'm sure you guys all have like lists of questions. But before we start, does everybody have which plan they're in? Is everybody good? Okay. In the bottom, I think it's like right-hand corner, there's a little thing with the chat. If you want to like chat in there and just mention comments and things as we're going, you definitely can. But I was in plan A. I told all of you guys I was plan A. And then I watched that video today I posted in our page from Kelly, actually sent it to me. And I thought to myself, again, I've been in plan A for almost a year and a half. And that's probably why I'm not seeing results like that I would want to. Because of the fact that it's not that I'm depleting myself, it's just that I'm not fueling my body with more food. And so I actually bumped up to plan B. So if you're in plan A, that's completely fine. You can stick with it. I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm just going to experiment because I've been in plan A for a year and a half and I need to change something. I need to do something different. And when Christina was talking about herself and then also about her sister. And her sister, if you've ever seen her, I posted one of her before and afters. She's this tiny little thing, but she is jacked. Like she is jacked completely from head to toe. And she was in plan C. And so I'm going to give plan B a go. I'm going to try it. And I'm going to do it for a week. I'm going to do everything I have planned for a week. And then I'm going to reevaluate myself on Sunday. So let's see. I have a question. Okay. I have a questions about the plans. Which one should I use? Okay. Yeah. Meg, did you see the plan? I'm going to screen share with you guys. I have no idea what's popped up on my screen. So hopefully it's nothing bad. Oh, that's just my Chrome. 1 second. Let me open up my other one. Okay. So give me a thumbs up if you guys can see my screen. Okay. Okay, we're good. Okay, so a couple of you just asked about the plans. So if you go to your www.teambeachbody.com, you can click on the Beachbody On Demand, or if you just go to beachbodyondemand.com, and then you just have to log into your actual account. And then let me show you what it looks like here really quick. Okay, so then it says 80-day obsession, and even though it says coming soon, you can actually still click on it. And then it just gives you a couple of cool videos to watch. It explains, you know, kind of where to start in your equipment and things like that. It even gives you some eating plan tips, which is pretty helpful. But if you click program materials, and then there's like that starter guide for you. If you go ahead and click on that, you'll get Autumn, and then your before and after pictures. And here's that calculation. So don't worry about phase 2 and phase 3. We're not quite there yet. I'll scroll down. So you just basically take your current weight, and it doesn't have to be exact. Like, so if you just say, 150, take it times 11, and then you add 600 and take away 750. That will give you your calorie target weight. And I actually fell into plan A when I did this, but I'm going to bump up to plan B just to see if that will help me change things around. So here's plan A, B, C, D, E, and F. And then that's just kind of where you fall into. And then you'll go back and you'll get your eating plan. So I'm in plan B. So let me just show you. So if I go to nutrition and I just click on plan B, and I don't actually have to worry about anyone else. Like, this was super nice with 21 Day Fix. Everything's kind of all together. This, you just click your plan, and this is set in stone for you. So if you're a plan B person, this is what it looks like. And you just open up your eating plan. And then if you scroll down, it'll talk about your portion containers. For those of you who are new to the 21 Day Fix, all of the colors kind of represent the food groups pretty much. So your green are vegetables, purple are is your fruits, red is your proteins, and your Shakeology is also a red. I have a couple of questions on that. Yellow is your carbohydrates, and then blue is like your dairy, your healthy fats, and then orange is your seeds, your dressings, and then teaspoons is usually my peanut butter. I don't really use teaspoons for anything else. Like, peanut butter is my go-to. And then also I was going to let you guys know with almond milk, this changed when we first started the 21 Day Fix. Almond milk used to be a yellow container. It's not a yellow container anymore. As long as you use the unsweetened almond milk, it actually just counts as a teaspoon. And so that's really nice because yellow containers are our best friend and we don't want to use them on almond milk. So these are my containers, and this is just what I'm allotted. And so if you used to do the 21 Day Fix, you could just take these containers and eat them whenever you wanted with whatever you wanted at any time of the day. And it's not that that's a bad thing by any means, because I was able to drop, 20, 30 pounds by doing that. It's just that I didn't really know when to eat it or what to eat. And I didn't know, it's just kind of like that guessing game. And this is absolutely incredible. It's literally like, what time is it? This is what you're eating. This is how much you're eating. And I absolutely freaking love it. Like, I love having that control. So if you scroll down, this is kind of just an exemplary of what they gave you. Everyone's is the same, except for the containers is a little bit different, just depending on if you are plan A or plan B, those kinds of things. So here's my plan for myself, and I'm kind of like vomiting saying this because I'm so scared. But so I'm going to get up at 4:15. My alarm's going to go off at 4:15. And I am actually going to, right away in the morning, I'm going to make, they call them like just egg muffins, basically. So they have spinach in them and they have eggs. You can add cheese, but I don't get the blue for my containers. So I'm just going to do eggs and spinach. And basically you just make them like you would make muffins or cupcakes. And so you just put them in like a muffin tin and you put them in the oven, and all you have to do is just reheat them, and they're actually really good for the entire week. Like, it's not like you have to like constantly remake them every night. So we were talking, Aaron and I, and we're going to make just like, like 24 of them. So he has enough for 2 and I have enough for 2. And so that counts as my blue, or my green for my spinach, my red for my eggs. And then my yellow, I'm actually going to have like a piece of toast or oatmeal. I haven't quite decided yet, but I'm going to make it pretty much like food that I'm eating. I was going to do Shakeology, but then I thought, if I'm jumping around or something, I'm not really sure how well that's going to sit with me. And I haven't ever really eaten before I worked out before. So this is new for me. Let me check the chat. Just wondering if I could go down a plan. Absolutely. So with your plans, if you're between A and B or B and C or C and D, you can stay with the bigger plan, like so plan D, you can stay with it. And then if you feel like, hey, this is kind of too much food, you can drop down, and you can always go back and forth between the two. Autumn did mention that if you're going to switch between the two, like let's say I chose plan A instead of plan B. If I'm feeling like groggy and tired and crabby, I'm probably going to feel that way the first week anyways, because it's new, it's different workouts, but she said to just at least try it for a couple of, like at least a week, and then decide if you want to go up or down a plan. So Megan, I know you said you're between plan E and go down to plan D. Maybe if you want, start on plan D, see how it is for the week, and then you can always go up to if you need to. So hopefully that answers your question. But that's what I would do. Okay. And then let's see. So pre-workout, I'm planning on having let me get my page out here. Okay, so my pre-workout meal is at 4:15. I'm going to have, my eggs and spinach, and then either oatmeal or toast with either peanut butter or something like that. I always have peanut butter. I love peanut butter before I work out for some reason. And then I will have my Energize roughly around 4:45 because I really do notice that if I have my pre-workout, like my Energize before I work out within enough allotted time, I really do feel like I push through my workouts so much harder. I feel like I get more out of it, and then obviously we'll get better results by doing that. So that's just something that I'm going to look into doing. And then during my workout, I do have, I have Hydrate. I ordered it. For those of you who don't know, I don't know if I should say this or not, but it's actually really good for, just to like rehydrate your body. Also, if you've ever like went out and you felt like drinking and stuff, and like the next day you felt super dehydrated, Hydrate actually really helps you, and it helps with hangovers too, in case you ever need that in the future. That's what we use at our house. If we ever go out like on a Saturday night, on Sunday, we're drinking Hydrate to kind of get our body back on track. But then also you can use this during your workout too, because you're going to be working out. Some of the workouts are like, 45, 60 minutes. So you can have Hydrate during it. If you don't have Hydrate, it's not the end of the world. If you want to get it, absolutely, I would, say why not. I'm going to use it just depending on which workouts. I know Erin's not using it, but I will be using it because I have it at my house. And then I will work out from 5:15, and I just put 5:15 to 6:15 just so I have enough time in case it's an hour workout, or if it's less, then I have a little bit more time. Otherwise, I waste so much time in the morning. I was talking to some of my gals, and I could literally set my alarm for 5, and I wouldn't work out till like 6 because I don't know. I like wander around the house. I'm not really sure what I actually do, but for some reason I'm just like, I take so much time. So now I'm going to literally like get my workout clothes set out, get dressed, have my food. And then I'm actually going to do some reading in the morning before we work out, and then drink my Energize, and then do my workout if I use my Hydrate. And then right after that is where your Recover comes in. I honestly just mix Recover with cold water, and I absolutely love it. It reminds me of like hot cocoa mix, and it's incredible. I wish I could just warm it up and put marshmallows in it. And then I'm going to have half a banana. So that's going to be my purple, because I feel like in the morning I'm not going to feel like biting into an apple. Maybe that'll change. But I have a banana down. So that's kind of my plan before my workout, and then directly after my workout. So do you have questions before I start in on the meals? Because I don't want to hate eggs. Yeah, absolutely. If you don't like eggs, I would do Shakeology, yogurt. Autumn eats chicken in the morning. I've never done that before. I guess you could maybe do sausage, like some sort of sausage if you do like a ground beef mix with like salsa or something. Yeah, I love Greek yogurt with granola. It's really, really good. I'm trying to think of what else for reds. And yeah, some sort of protein mix or something. You could even use Shakeology too. That's a good question. Okay. So then we break into the meal part. And actually, I thought being a teacher was going to super suck for this. It actually makes it really nice because I went through, and so let me scroll up for a second. So I'm waking up at 4:15. I'm going to have my pre-workout at 4:45. I'm going to work out at 5:15 to 6:15, and that's normal time for me. Like, that's not anything different for me. So that's actually exactly where I'm at right now. And then I will have my Recover. I have it directly after I work out. I don't wait because my body's already like waiting for something. And so I'll have my Recover right away, and then my banana. Do not let your Recover sit. once you let it sit, it kind of like gets gummy, because that's what it's supposed to be doing. It's supposed to be like repairing your body and refueling you and recharging you. And so if you mix it, just drink it. Don't let it like sit while you go take a shower or something. Just mix it up and drink it. And then have your banana. And then I'm planning on showering, getting ready for school. And then I'm going to have my post-workout meal at 8:15. So that's 6:15 to 8:15. And I'm actually at school, sitting in my classroom, waiting for my kids to come into my room. And so this is going to be perfect timing for me. So it's going to be around 8 or 8:15. And so this is when I'm going to have my Shakeology. I always put spinach in my Shakeology. I don't know if that sounds super weird, but I always do. And then I'm going to put peanut butter in my Shakeology. And then I'm actually going to pack some oatmeal and stuff, because I do like having oatmeal for breakfast. I kind of miss that. So one thing the girls said today on their call was, if you have like a Yeti cup, or if you have like a Bubba cup, to mix up your Shakeology in the morning and put it in there with ice, it'll stay really, really, really cold for like the entire day. Like you won't have to worry about that. And so that's what Erin and I are going to do. We're going to mix our shakes up and then put them in our cups. And then at 8 or 8:15, we're going to go ahead and drink them. Because honestly, you guys, I don't like Shakeology with just water and just like shaking it up, unless I'm at Summit in the middle of summer and I have no other choice. Like I like to mix it with almond milk. I like ice. I like peanut butter in there. I'm human. I don't really know if anybody really likes to just mix powder and water and call it good. So I mix it up. And so that's what I'm going to be doing for my post-workout meal. So I'll have Shakeology. I put spinach in there. We have like a little Ninja blender. You just push it down and it blends it all up. And then I will have like toast or oatmeal or some sort of carb in the morning when I'm at school. So that's kind of my morning. And I thought it was going to be completely different than what I'm doing right now, and it's actually pretty much the same. So that kind of made me feel pretty good. Okay. Anybody questions? Am I scaring anybody yet? I hope not. Okay. So then this meal part, every 2 to 3 hours, I'm already kind of doing that now, because I'm always hungry. I'm always hungry. Like I love food. I always like eating food. So seeing this was super nice. If you're somebody who works out in the morning and you're like, I'm not going to be able to eat all of that food before I work out, if you read under meal option 1, it says if in your pre-workout, if it's too heavy of a meal for you, just to change the purple, the red, and the teaspoon out for your green, red, yellow. So if that's something that you would want to do, you can definitely do that. You can definitely switch that out. And so, that's totally up to you. So this is my 11:15 meal. So I ate at 8:15, 9:15, 10:15, 11:15. So I'm actually spacing them out 3 hours. And so my meal option for number 1 is my yogurt, my fruit, and then I always mix peanut butter in my yogurt. I don't know if anyone else does that, but I always have Greek yogurt, and then I put peanut butter in it. And if you mix it, it makes it more like, I don't know, kind of like cookie dough, I guess. But and then I always put in like blueberries or strawberries or something. And so that's going to be my 11:15 meal. So that's usually my lunchtime, but now I'm not really going to be that hungry because I've had, 2 meals in the morning, and then I've had my Shakeology. So, okay. And then after 11:15 goes 2:15, and that's actually during my science class. And it always works out. I have them the period before that and the period after. And so that transition time, I'm always eating. It's always when I have my snack and stuff. So here's another chance for me to kind of plug in the same exact time. So for 2:15, you'll see green, purple, and blue. And so I thought of doing, let me go to I'm going to do carrots, and then I like to eat almonds. I'm kind of a weird person with my fruit. And even if you get like almond slices, it's actually really good with fruit. So I'm going to do just something I can kind of grab while I'm walking around my classroom. I can have a bag of carrots and eat them when I'm walking around my classroom. So that's something I'm going to be doing at 2:15. Is fruit and veggies, and I like to eat almonds. I'm not sure why, but there's lots of different nuts on there and things that you can choose from. Okay, and then the best meal of it all, the day or like the meal you're waiting for, is your supper, because you have a green, a red, a yellow. This is all like normal for me. is all of these containers is usually what I have for supper anyways. So for an example, you could do like a chicken stir fry. You can do veggies. You can do, chicken obviously cut up. You can do rice with it. And then you can throw, like, we always throw chia seeds and stuff in what we're eating. I don't know why, but that's just something Aaron always throws in there. And then I guess, for your teaspoon, he just said that we would be using like the oil and stuff to bake it with. So that's something that we're going to do. And so I'm actually eating supper at like 5:15 or 5:30, which we usually eat 6:30, which is a lot later. And so, I will be done like eating, by 6 o'clock. And I started complaining right away. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to be hungry. I'm going to be starving. I need to be eating. And Autumn did a video and she kind of just was like, get over yourself. Like, you're going to be fine. You're eating at 4 o'clock in the morning, from 4 to 6, that's a really long time. And so if you're up earlier, you're going to be done eating sooner. If you're up later, then you're going to be done eating later. And so that's just kind of how my day is going to pan out. And then I just made different ideas and things. But does anyone have any questions? Hopefully that makes some sense. I don't know. You can unmute yourself if you want to. It's okay.
There wasn't anyone like that.
Okay. So I'm going to let Kelly chat about her meal plan and things like that. Oh, we have something in the chat. Yes, I will post my meal plan in the group, Jody. Absolutely. I'm actually show it to you. It's kind of a giant mess, but I actually just went through and showed and just did this. I don't know. Hopefully this kind of makes sense. I just wrote out just like my times and things like that, and then I put meals and containers next to it. One thing in that video I shared with you guys today from the one that Kelly had given me was figure out when you're going to work out first. Like, that's most important. When the heck are you even going to work out? Because everything kind of goes around your workout. And I told myself, I'm like, I'm going to work out. I'm going to work out the same time at 5 or 5:15 because I normally do that anyways. And I was going to work out after school, but I have to get up in the morning. Otherwise, like, my anxiety and my, like, everything just takes over my life. So I have to get up early. Pick when you're going to work out, and then plan your pre-workout and your post-workout, and then that meal. And then you have 3 meals to just really spread out. So that's definitely, absolutely. You can work out whenever you want, Kristen. Sorry. Yeah, you can work out any time of the day. You just make it work for you. So, all right, Kelly, you can take it away if you want.
All right. Well, hello for everybody that I don't know. My name is Kelly Meyer. I've been a coach for like 2 years maybe, and I don't even know how Megan and I got teamed up to do this, but we were like, do you want to do it together for, more community and just like everybody coming together? So I am super excited to get to know some of you. So my meal plan is B as well. So I'm going to screen share here in a minute and show you mine. I'm kind of OCD. I like spreadsheets and all that nice stuff. But a couple things that I want to mention based on the calls that we've had, and in case you haven't heard. So the containers, the way they are set, so if it's a purple, blue, and green, those blocks need to stay together. So you can eat meal 1 at any time, right? But you can't like move your blue container because you want like cheese on your tacos for dinner. So wherever the blue block is, it's got to stay there. So that's something that I struggle with because I like a little bit of blue in everything. That's probably why, I'm not getting my results, right? Because I'm probably overeating on those fats. So that's just a tip that I wanted to give you guys before you started really digging into your plan. Leave the blocks where they are. So I'm going to screen share. I think I can screen share. Okay, let me find it here. I thought I closed it. Sorry, guys. So I am also a morning workout person. I was trying to figure out if I could work out at night. And I have a 13-year-old daughter, and her life is way busier than mine. So there's no possible way that I could work out at night consistently. So can you guys all see this? Okay. So I'm going to probably get up at 4:45. I may need to get up earlier just to get everything in. For me, I can't do like a real meal. So here's my thinking for mine. I'm gonna do 2 hard-boiled eggs, half a banana, and slap some like almond butter on the banana. I've never done that, but I'm thinking it'll be okay because I have a serious like peanut butter addiction. So I told my ladies that I'm giving up peanut butter. I'm really sad. Not that peanut butter's bad. I just overeat it. And then I'm doing Greek yogurt, strawberries, and almond butter. So Kayla, you were asking about some Greek yogurt tips. So this is what I'm gonna like mix together. So I'll take my Greek yogurt, diced up strawberries, and my tablespoon of almond butter, and just mix that and eat that before I work out. So I'm following like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. My meals are gonna match, and then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and then Sundays will still pretty much match, but no workout. So okay. So I'm gonna work out, get up at, eat my meal at 5, energize at 5:15, and I'm gonna press play at 5:30. I don't need a lot of time to let my food settle, but I agree with Megan that I almost did Shakeology, but I didn't want it to like jiggle and just make me nauseous. So I did not do Shakeology there, but you can. So absolutely can. You don't have to like do what we're doing. So then I'm gonna do fruit and recover. Mine will probably be grapes. I haven't picked that out. Just something that I can eat when I'm getting ready in the mornings. Make it super simple for myself. I'm all about simple. Something on the video that they said is the first week, like you're gonna be on Pinterest and you're gonna be looking at all these things. Keep it freaking super simple, right? Pick your protein, pick a veggie, pick a carb, just like make it easy, right? Because this is new for all of us. I was freaking out a while ago, like, oh my gosh, there's no way I can do this, but you can do this. Okay, so then, so my recover is going to be probably about 7 o'clock. I'm going to give it a little bit of time, based on my like commute to work. So I won't actually eat my post-workout meal until 9, and that's going to be my Shakeology, spinach, and then I'm going to do toast with almond butter. Super easy, no prep really involved in that at all, except I'll probably pre-measure my spinach just to make it easy. Okay. And then again, following the Monday, Wednesday, Friday, doing like a fajita chicken, veggies, brown rice, and olive oil. Super simple. I can do a massive prep of chicken and fajita veggies. It's done, right? And then kind of the same thing. I'm just switching up the protein for Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, just ground turkey. And I'll probably do like broccoli and the diced cauliflower, because you can put a lot of that diced cauliflower in there. So that's my lunches. Super simple. I think lunches is what I'm most nervous about because I work in a sales office, so people are always wanting to take us out for lunch, and there's always stuff around. So lunch is going to be hard for me, but I'm really going to try and stick to the meal plan next week. Okay, so then 12 to 3. These are kind of my normal eating times too, which it works out pretty well. I'm doing just veggies like Megan was talking about. Super simple. Carrots and like probably some baby bell peppers, grapes or an apple, and then hummus. Nothing fancy. And then my dinners, we have activities at night and I need it super easy. And so I talked to Matt and I was like, we're going to eat the same thing. So I hope you're okay with that. So we're going to eat about 6. And Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're going to do a turkey burger with some veggies, probably like broccoli and Brussels sprouts and mushrooms sauteed together, and sweet potato fries. The sweet potato fries, I'm going to prep ahead of time. Anything that I can prep ahead of the dinner saves so much time. So that's just a tip for you guys. If you can prep ahead, like make your life easier. Even if you can't cook it, chop your vegetables. And then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I figured I would spice it up and do like a Mediterranean pasta. Mainly, it's just going to be like olives and spinach and eggplant. Not a big eggplant fan, but I figured I would give it a whirl. So that's my meal plan. And I'll post this as well. I'm a visual person, so I'm going to print this and like probably take a screenshot of it, put it on my phone. So that way I know, okay, it's a red, green, yellow spoon. I'm also going to set reminders on this because life gets busy and I do forget to eat. Like not like all day, right? I like food too much, but I'll miss my window, right? And you're not following time nutrition really if you're missing your timed windows. Does that make sense, ladies? Thanks, Ashley. I'm a visual person. I need to look at things to be able to like figure out what's going on in my life. Okay. Are there any questions? Megan and I are pretty similar with what we're doing. We're both Plan Bs. But absolutely, if you need help figuring out yours, we are not, geniuses when it comes to this, but we'd be happy to give you guys ideas, or you can post it in the group too. That's absolutely not a problem. Any questions before I go over a couple other notes? You guys are so quiet.
I was going to say, okay, so I know some people work out or want to work out like later in the day. So like a 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. So when do they could just plug in a meal, like meal number 1 and for breakfast, they could do like a meal 2 for lunch. Then you can start your workout, your post, and then your last meal. And then I had a question from a gal, if you're eating at like 8 o'clock at night or something, cause you're working out super late or something, that's just what's happening. But you're not eating until, your time frame when you're eating, is still as small as what it should be. Just don't try to like spread your meals out and eat, at 7 in the morning and then wait until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You want to make sure that those meals are 2 to 3 hours apart, just to keep your body going. Because once you stop and you don't eat for like 6-8 hours, your body starts to get into starvation mode. And that's when it kind of like starts to shut down. So if any of you guys have thyroid issues, I've actually been like doing a lot of research with this. It's going to keep your thyroid like working all of the time, which is a good thing. And so you might actually see better results doing this, which sounds crazy, but doing this with your thyroid as well, because your body and your metabolism is constantly going versus doing like not a time nutrition, but an intermittent fasting, because you're kind of like messing with your medication, if that makes sense. But I always take there's a question. When do you take? I always take my my thyroid meds. I actually take it right before I go to bed. I used to take it in the morning, like before breakfast, like the 30 minutes before you're supposed to eat and stuff. And I actually get really like sick, like morning sickness. And I actually thought I was pregnant for like 2 months. I was freaking out because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm pregnant, blah, blah. It was my thyroid meds. And so my doctor told me to take them at night before I go to bed, because it doesn't matter when you take them as long as they're in your system. So I don't know. I mean, you can always talk to your doctor, but if you do have any sort of like thyroid or anything, this is going to be absolutely incredible. I'm really excited to just like push your metabolism and keep that going. So I know I had just a couple of questions about that part, but.
Did anybody get a chance to watch the video that Megan posted today?
It was kind of long.
It was kind of hard.
If you want to like snuggle up with your honey tomorrow night and just watch it. grab some popcorn for your last night. But it's actually really, really good. I just listened to it, you know, like today when we were sitting and planning and stuff, but it just literally talks about, like she said, the first week, just be completely basic. Just get your timing down, get everything down. If you accidentally eat in 3 hours instead of 2, don't like sit there and beat yourself up. Like, you're learning the first week, you're literally just going through this. It's something that's new. You're going to get frustrated and you're going to get pissed off and you're going to be hungry sometimes and you're going to be crabby, and that's okay, because that means you're changing. Like, you're changing your body. And I promise you, like, for the first week, if you follow this to a T and you just stick with it, like on Sunday, we're going to come back on a call and you're going to be like, thank you so much for telling me just to stick it out, because I feel incredible. I look amazing. Like, you can get really good results in 7 days, you guys, as long as you stick with it, as long as you continue, you know, to trust in the process. Like, you can really do a really good job in 7 days and feel better too. It's not just about looking better, but, you know, feeling better too. So.
And just a few like highlights for those of you that don't watch it. So I don't know if I don't think any of my ladies, if you're within like a 10 pound, like if you're just doing this to like get some abs and, you know, look better in a bikini, if you're like not wanting to lose more than 10 pounds, you want to stay in the maintenance. So you don't want to drop down. You want to stay in the maintenance section. That was a tip from Becky in the video that we watched today. What else was there? So a big thing for me was looking at it, the workout block, and thinking that I had to wait like 90 minutes to work out. Every body is different, right? So I am going to try 30 minutes. If that doesn't work, I'll have to probably get up a little bit earlier. Autumn said that she can literally scarf down her food, put it in the plate, put it in the dishwasher, go work out. If you're that way, that works too, okay? I would just test it out and try it. I like sleep way too much. I become a real you-know-what. So those extra 15 minutes are probably going to save my life or my family's. So something that they really said, and Megan kind of touched on this, life is going to happen during these next 80 days. I don't know about you guys, but I've never done an 80-day program, ever. The thought of 80 days, like I have a birthday for my daughter, like life's going to happen, right? A lot of the test group people, it was this past summer and fall, they went through hurricanes, they went through moves, you know, so life's going to happen. But that's when you just have to lean in and just be like, okay, I can do this, okay? And just do the best job that you can every single day. That's what the important thing is. And somebody asked about coffee. Autumn recommends that it's black. So for all you coffee lovers, black coffee. I hate black coffee, but I'm going to try it.
Okay, I'm going to talk about something for a second. I had someone ask me. So, somebody asked about alcohol, about like being human, like those kinds of things. Here's the deal. Like, you can have a glass of wine every single day if you want to, but your results are not going to be what you want them to be, if that makes sense. So, if let's say next Wednesday, my kids drive me absolutely insane at school and I come home and I have an 8-ounce glass of wine, I'm going to do it. Like, that's just me. That's who I am. I'm a human being. I don't run I'm not a robot. I don't run like on a schedule. However, I'm going to, be that person. I want to get really good results. Like, that's something that I hold myself to every time there's a new program out. I follow it to a T, and I really try to get really good results, not just for myself, but to show people that you can get really good results by just sticking with the program, just following it, those kinds of things. So I'm actually going to be in the Bahamas for a couple of days while we're doing this program, and I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm not going to drink while I'm down there, because I am. And so, I guess I'm not going to sit here and encourage you to drink every day, but at the same time, like, don't sit there and make yourself miserable and hate your life for 80 days. Like, this should be fun. You should be excited. I'm super pumped for a new change. I'm pumped to follow my freaking containers for once. Like, I'm pumped to sit down and meal prep with you guys. I love sitting on a call and having, 20, 30, 40 girls on a call because we care about meal prepping, and that's something that we struggle with. That's kind of the important thing, is just to know that you're making a change. You're making a difference in your life. You're planning out your meals. You're going to have success. And we are so freaking excited. I'm excited for like the Sunday after that we start week 1, because you guys are going to feel incredible. You're going to look amazing. You're going to feel awesome. You're going to say, holy crap, I just did a week of, these insane workouts and I feel awesome. So on that note, if you're working out, I know I had a couple girls who were super scared, about workouts, like, oh, I've never worked out before, Guess what? You have, this week, you had last week, to work out. Go do the 21-day fix. Go do something. Go work out. Go push yourself. But also know, with 80-day obsession, I'm going to get my ass kicked. And guess what? I think I'm in shape, but I'm probably not, because I've never done this program before. So even if you're like, Olympic body, you're still going to be sore. You're still going to be tired. You're still going to be exhausted, because it's new workouts. It's new things. If I go do the 21-day fix right now, I'm going to get my ass kicked, because I've been doing quarter force and I haven't lifted weights for, 60 days. And so your body is just going to change. You're just going to have to embrace the fact that you're sore. It's a really good thing. And there is modifications on the video, and you can modify the modify. Like, I've done that so many times on Quarter Force. I did it on the Shift Shop. I modified the modified. I'm not going to say I can't. I will be able to do a push-up on my toes, but I super suck at it right now, and it's okay. I'll get better at it, but I will modify the modify if I have to. Like, just don't stop. Just keep pushing. Just don't stop. So I guess I'm giving you guys the okay to be frustrated, to be mad, to be like irritated, to be annoyed, to be sore and tired and crabby. Like, I'm giving you the okay for that. I'm not going to tell you that it's going to be sunshine and roses, because it's not. But I think that excites me the most, because I'm sick and tired of being the same. Like, I'm tired of being where I'm at right now. Like, I want to be different. I want to look different. I want to feel different. And I think doing this and making this different is going to help us do that. So just be open to the change. If you have, I know there's some people on here who have crazy schedules. Like, one of my coaches, she works nights one day and days the next day, and it's just back and forth and back and forth. Make it as easy as possible for you. But like Kelly said, life is going to happen. Like, just make it work as much as you can. Stick to it as close as you can. And for gosh sakes, get your workout in so you're sore. Like, it's a good thing. But just know that, life's going to happen. Things are going to happen. You're going to have to go places. You're going to have a glass of wine. So I know some of you are already having wine right now. Like, it's going to happen. You like wine. So just know you're human, just push for the best results that you guys can. And just know that Kelly and I are here to help, meal prep and plan anything. Yeah. I'm just really excited. Okay. Actually, I don't know about coffee, but is there a limit on how much we should have, or is it similar to the alcohol recommendation for coffee?
I haven't seen anything. Ashley, I like drink coffee like it's my water most of the time. So I'll peek around and see if I could see. I would assume, right, it's better in moderation, right? Like, they don't want you drinking 8 cups a day. That's my assumption, right? But I'll look around and see if I can find if Autumn is telling us right, because I'm trying to go all in with Autumn, and if she tells me I gotta drink my coffee black, I'm gonna do it. But if you're like, screw it, I gotta have creamer, go for it.
I was gonna try to look and see if I could find something. Last time it was just black coffee. It wasn't like a huge ordeal. As long as I know if I don't drink coffee at all. Like, I can't stand like the aftertaste of it. And so if I would, I'd have like half a thing of creamer and sugar and all that stuff in there. So if that's like what you have to have for your coffee, then maybe, limiting yourself, but definitely like black is good.
And they do make for you coffee lovers. My God, I can't believe you don't like coffee. I don't know how. They make stevia drops that I have fallen in love with. So I get them off Amazon, and they're really good. And it kind of replaces the coffee creamer sometimes. But yeah, Megan or I will, once we figure out you know, if Autumn's telling us 1 to 2 or, you know, it doesn't matter. We'll post it in the group for you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, honestly, like, okay, so I know you had said that it helps with snacking all day. You're going to be eating all day. It's going to be awesome. Like, I honestly like don't ever feel, I've been doing this for 2 years and I don't ever feel like I've been on a diet. Like obviously cookies and like Cheetos and Doritos are not on like the list. And if that means it's a diet, then I guess whatever. But I've never really felt like I was on a diet. Like I never felt like, I don't know, like I hated life because I was on this crappy diet and I can't have this and I can't have that. Because like looking at my list of stuff, like chicken, rice, and veggies, like there's bread on here, there's eggs, there's, you know, toast and peanut butter and yogurt and fruit. Like that's food, you know, like we're not telling you to go, you know, salad number 1, salad number 2, salad number 3, you know, you're actually getting like good whole foods and things like that. And so that's really good that you don't have to sit there and actually feel like you're on a diet. You know, it's you're going to be eating every 3 hours. So you really won't have to worry about, you know, snacking. I'm really bad about snacking or eating my arm off when I get home from school. And so now I'm not going to have that because I have that extra meal and then I have my meal for supper. So it's actually going to like take away that for me. And Shakeology does help me a lot too with that whole snacking thing. Okay. So what about like always mix Crystal Light Energy with caffeine in my water? I'm terrible about drinking regular water. I would honestly try fruit maybe in your water. I would try I mean, I know Crystal Light's not awful. It's just that the caffeine and the sugar and stuff is what I'm worried about. I don't know how wonderful that Mio stuff is for you, but is it LaCroix? That stuff, I guess if you can find the flavor you really like with that. Putting fruit in your water, having cold ice water. I know our water at school is not necessarily the best. It probably has some extra like preservatives in it and stuff. But so I bring water in like cold Yeti cup and stuff. My workplace doesn't allow eating outside of lunch. How should I go about the day eating outside of lunch? So is this, I don't know who Steph is, but so Steph, I'm assuming you mean you just get to have, you only can eat lunch, about the snacking part. I wonder, is Steph on here? Do you know? I don't know who Steph is.
I'm not sure who she is. Steph, can you unmute?
Unless it's my Steph. I think it is. I think she might be on.
She's not, we're not seeing her face, but I see her on my.
Oh, there she is. Okay. I'm going to unmute her and see.
Thanks, dear. Yes, it's me. I'm only allowed like a lunch break only, and it's usually at like 1, and that's it. We're not allowed like snack time in between.
Okay.
I work at like a dental office, so it's nonstop patient-based.
Yeah. When are you going to work out?
Probably like 6, 7.
In the morning?
At night.
Oh, at night. Okay. That might actually be okay. I would try to start your breakfast meal as late as you possibly can because you're going to be eating later, you know, at night, if that makes sense. If you can start later and then you have that lunch and then, you know, it's going to be 3-4 hours and then you get home and then maybe snack like right when you get to your car or something, like at least get something in your body and then start that pre-workout and then your workout, post-workout, and then have that meal. It'll be a little bit later than normal since you work out a little bit later, but that would be okay since you would be eating later in the morning too.
Okay.
Kayla,
Yeah.
I'm gonna unmute Kayla too.
Is that what do you think, Kelly? I think it would just make sense since she's working out later. She doesn't have to have all of that stuff in the morning because she's working out anyways to start.
Right. Kind of what I was thinking, but I just want to make sure.
What time do you go to work, Steph?
What?
What time do you have to like walk into work?
I have to be there at 7:30.
Yeah, so I would almost do your like Shakeology, load it up with whatever you can.
Yeah.
And then I would follow the time nutrition, like what Autumn says, right? Follow the time nutrition, right? We can figure out how to make it work. But yeah, what Megan said, And we may just have to, like, week 1 for you, we may just have to play around with it a little bit, but
Yeah. And
I absolutely think we can figure it out. And same, Kayla, I can't unmute Kayla, but Kayla, are you on the same? Can you unmute Kayla Jones?
is it Kayla
Yeah.
Jones? Oh, there we go. Oh,
So
here you go.
I hope I'm not loud. But yeah, it's like the same thing at the clinic. You go in and then you have like lunch break, and then that you don't get like these multiple breaks to go eat.
Yeah, you don't get snack times.
I know I'm super weird, but like I thought about like packing like carrots and stuff like in a Ziploc baggie, and like I know you shouldn't have to do this, but like if I go to the bathroom, I can like eat some carrots or something. Like that's being kind of extreme, but I mean, whatever.
I wonder, are you doing workouts in the morning or later?
In the morning. Yeah,
Okay.
in the morning.
So you might, okay, since you're having your pre-workout, I would eat, instead of doing, since there's 2 options for the first meal, instead of doing like the little teaspoon purple, red, I would do the green, red, yellow teaspoon for breakfast. So you're getting more since you're going to work out, and then do that post-workout. And then I would try to get a meal in before you go to work. And then that way, I know it's spread out more, but then your lunch, is only, 4 or 5. It wouldn't be too long for lunch and then till supper, and then you would have that extra big meal. But I would definitely make sure you pick the green, red, yellow teaspoon for breakfast to get more in there. Because I know you can switch those 2 just depending on your schedule. So I think that would help you a lot too. And
Yeah,
honestly, as long as you're not like sitting at your office, like eating, I always say eating a bag of Doritos, but like this is way better, like the fact that you're getting up, you're working out, you're having your meal, and you're being conscious of what you're actually eating, and I know, Steph's working out at night, so she's gonna, your 2 schedules will just be flapped basically. You're getting all of your stuff in the morning, and then a little bit for lunch, and then your supper, and then she's getting a little bit in the morning, and then her lunch, and then her bigger meals towards the end of the night. And I think you'll both be fine. And just trying to make it work. Don't sneak carrots in the bathroom.
If you do that, you have to take a picture and send it to us.
Oh, absolutely. You know it.
But yeah, for the ladies with crazy schedules, I'm fortunate. My schedule's the same every day, right? But like talking about it like this, that's how we figure it out, right? And Megan and I can play around in the exclusive test group if you're like, I don't have time to figure that out, right? Like that's what we're here for, is just to help figure this out for you, because we know that our lives aren't the same as, your life. So we will help you figure this out.
Yeah. Does anyone else have questions like that? That's actually really good.
Yeah.
Really good questions. I guess I'm kind of spoiled since my schedule is the same too.
And I'm going to call her out because she sent me a quick text, but I told you to do alarms, and I actually saw this from another coach, but if you see her little alarms, she put her color codes. So then she knows kind of what her hearts are. So if you can't carry around, like I always have my computer with me because I sit at a desk all day. If you're on your feet and you're like, oh my gosh, what color am I supposed to eat? Now she knows what color she can eat. So just a little quick tip.
Yeah. They used to make, like, when the 21 Day Fix came out, they had cool bracelets. Like, it was just like ponytails almost. And it was like 4 green, 3 purple, because it didn't matter what time of the day, and you just took it off as you ate it. It was the weirdest thing ever, but it was so cool. And then they do have the challenge or the 21 Day Fix tracker app. And so I don't know if that's going to really help a ton since it's time nutrition, but I usually carry around a sticky note. It sounds stupid, but I have it on my desk and I just look at it. And after like the first couple of weeks, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I know I need this at this time. Let's see. Do you know how to add the colors to I think you can, when you put in a title, Amy, for your alarm, you can like put in, it says repeat label. If you click on label, you can type in emojis. So I don't know if you can see that. You can like type in emojis and stuff. So I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to put post-workout and then put my containers and then like label each one and then put the ones on there. Yeah, that's a really good idea. I don't know. I'm assuming like those techie people with like Apple. I have an Apple Watch, but I'm so stupid. I don't know how to use it. I'm assuming we could set something on there too. God, I'm so done with it.
I wear it. I don't use it. I'm stressing.
Okay, so vegetables. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I used to be a picky eater. I think I still am. But like vegetables, I just eat the vegetables I like. I can eat anything raw. If it's cooked, I'm like, give me like 5 seconds. But with vegetables, asparagus baked is absolutely incredible. Like I'm saying this and I hate like anything besides cereal and popcorn. Asparagus baked is really good. Sweet potato fries, I know it's the yellow, but those are really, really good to like put into your meals. Steamed vegetables like are actually really good. I can't believe I'm saying that either. And then I love just like raw carrots. I love celery with peanut butter. I'm going to have celery with peanut butter, and I might accidentally put like raisins on my celery with peanut butter because it's, you know, ants on a log if you've ever had that before. So like carrots and hummus, that's really good. I'm trying to think, like, I just love raw vegetables, I guess. I don't really like them cooked. But then also know that your Shakeology is 7 to 9 servings of vegetables. So that's like helping you get your vegetables in, even though you're missing them. And then also I put spinach in my Shakeology and blend it.
I can't eat cooked spinach either unless it's like lightly. So
if I have spinach in a salad, if I don't have dressing, I feel like I'm outside in the backyard eating leaves. So I hear you, Kayla.
Just throw like a full handful in it. You won't be able to taste it in your shake.
Yeah, and your Shakeology, if you just put it in and blend it, I don't ever. I'm trying to think. You're not supposed to eat is it romaine you're not supposed to, or is that iceberg lettuce you're not supposed to eat?
No iceberg.
Wasn't there like a thing on Facebook or something about romaine lettuce? I don't know.
I love romaine lettuce, so I hope not.
So like romaine lettuce isn't on like the container list, but I thought that, I mean, I know she said that it was different, so I don't want to question it, but I always thought it was good for you, but I didn't see it on the list.
Yeah, it's on the, I think is it on the 21-day fix list, but not this one?
It might be. I'll go look real quick.
Okay. But yeah, vegetables, that's how I get my greens in. And as I put Shakeology in if you put it in your eggs, actually I don't ever like taste it, I guess. If you make the muffins, you might be okay with that. And then let's see, where else do I use it? I put it in my Shakeology, and then if I eat carrots and then like asparagus or baked asparagus is really good. Asparagus is also really good in Bloody Marys, but I don't think that's on the list either.
We can all have Bloody Marys when we're done.
I'm
pulling up the food list now.
Yeah, I can't eat limp. No, I can't eat limp spinach either. It depends on where you live. I did not know that. Oh, yeah. Nicole was the one that showed me about the romaine lettuce. Okay, sorry. It says lettuce, not specific.
Yeah, it just says lettuce. So it used to be, I'm trying to find my screen. It used to be, guys, that it was no iceberg because iceberg really doesn't have the nutritional.
Yeah, it's just water.
Yeah, basically. So if you're going to eat a salad, I would do like kale, spring mix, spinach, romaine. I wouldn't do like a big old thing of iceberg. Like there's a lot of other veggie bags too. But yeah, it says lettuce on there, Kayla. So I love salads normally too. So if you want a good old salad, then how about it?
Or romaine. Yeah. Definitely. But yeah, vegetables, I just like, I don't know. I just find ones that I actually like, and that's all I eat. I don't ever like go out. Aaron, my husband, made Brussels sprouts, and I thought I was gonna vomit. It was actually pretty good. I was surprised, but I'm trying to think. I don't eat beets. I don't like. I guess I don't. Tomatoes. I can put them in like a salad or something, but I don't eat them. Oh yeah, the rice cauliflower is so good. Absolutely. Oh, Jessica, yeah, they make like, is it called like a kit or something like that? That they make for my salad dressing. I was gonna tell you guys and I forgot. I always get like, it's called Bolt House. It's in like the fridge section, so it's right by the spinach. It's usually on the top shelf at Hy-Vee, but it's like Bolt House. That's what I get. I get ranch, and Aaron always gets like the Italian one. It's a yogurt dressing, but it's actually really good. But the dressing would be like an orange, since it's a yeah. Trying to see.
Jody has a question about the orange containers. Did you see that? So yeah, Jody, if you don't like olives, there's lots of like seeds you could try. I'm struggling with the orange container too, but I like olives.
Oh, I love pumpkin seeds. They're like my favorite, but sunflower seeds or like even sesame seeds, like you can throw some of those in if you have like a small salad or something, you won't taste them. Chia seeds you can throw those in and won't taste them. I was kind of surprised though. So like when I have a salad, I usually have 2 greens together for a salad, like, like a big girl salad. And I was surprised that they're all separated, but I'm assuming that's because you should be having it, to keep your body going. So I've been doing that all along.
I don't think I could eat just one green for a salad.
Oh yeah, that's good. Would any types of V8 be okay? Probably not. Thought I'd ask. Just have some V8 fruit and veggie blend. Just you mean like drinking, like the V8 drinks? I've never had it before. I would just look at the label and see what you think.
Yeah, probably want to count it like a tomato sauce, which is the purple container, right?
Yeah, plain American.
I wouldn't use a lot, Megan. If you love them, right? I would just kind of start weaning them. But yeah, I would probably I always check sugar content whenever I look at drinks like that. Yeah, Amy's absolutely right. Sugars and sodium. So if it's like 0 and 0, then you're good. But I would just steer clear of those.
Yeah. I'm going to share this with you guys, but I went through and I kind of did like a pre-workout, and I just did a couple of ideas, and then I did like the meal 1 idea, and then I just listed some ideas for you guys just so you have, I don't know, stuff to work from. I'm a teacher. I have like a notebook and color coordinated and all that stuff, because I'm really weird, but like I have like meal 2, and then I just listed ideas, and I'll share this with you guys. So that way if you're like, what am I supposed to have right now? There's a couple of them on like the computer from Beachbody, but I just think it's good just to get different ideas from everyone else too. I know supper ideas. Aaron and I go to Pinterest and we literally type in like enchiladas, and then we put 21 Day Fix behind it. And then just see if it matches with your containers. Your supper is going to be like your best meal ever, because it's like all of the containers. So you can, really go all out with your supper, and you're at home too. So that's good.
I totally forgot about this when it comes to dinners. So a lot of my ladies know this. So we partnered with a registered dietitian to do meal plans. She's been doing them kind of in conjunction with Daily Sunshine for us, but she's going to do them for 80 Day Obsession. So I'll be posting those. It's really a lot of dinners, but she's doing it tailored to 80 Day Obsession. So if you're wanting some new ideas, you can I'm going to share those with you guys since we're teaming up, but those will be posted on Fridays.
So pumped about that. Okay.
Kayla has a quick question too for onions and mushrooms.
Do you know if it matters?
No, I measure before I cook them, Kayla.
Yeah. And you're not like the containers They always say you're supposed to be able to put the lid on them. I know with strawberries, I get really carried away. And mine like hoop over a little bit. So like I said before, you guys, like I'm not even kidding you. When I started the 21 Day Fix like 2 years ago, I was like the best student ever. Like everything, you know, I followed everything to a T and I rocked it and I had really good results. And then I was like, oh, I don't need to use those anymore. Like I don't need to do that. I know what I'm doing. And I've been maintaining, which is good, but I'm so incredibly excited to do this and just get back to like square one, you know, like get back to doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Amy, one of my girlfriend lives alone, and she'll make like a big thing of like stew or something like that on the weekends, and that's her dinner. So that would be a tip for you, is maybe find something that you can like bulk cook on Sunday that you can just, I can eat the same thing every night. But that's just a tip that I have for you. It works really well for her because she's a single mama.
Yeah. Or, Amy, I guess I don't live alone, but like Erin and I eat the exact same thing. So you could we always do like a lot of chicken and a lot of ground beef, and then we just like mix them. We did like turkey meatballs and stuff. You can mix those because you can have noodles as long as they're like whole grain noodles and stuff. They don't taste as good as the regular ones, but I mean, the fact that you can still sit there and have like spaghetti or something. But like we would do like chicken in the crock pot, and you can make, you know, chicken burritos, you can make chicken salad, you can make tons of things with chicken. You don't have to sit there and eat, you know, chicken, rice, and veggies every single day. But just mixing up the texture of the meat too helps. Like ground beef tastes and like, you know, it tastes different than chicken, if that makes sense. So that might help too. But that's what we do. We kind of just mix it up, and then if you want to get in like that rotation where it's like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you eat something for supper, and Tuesday, Thursday is different. So, you know, or you can do that with lunch and then really have fun with your supper or something.
Nicole, I don't see your last name, but the registered dietitian, she's been putting, if the meal contains dairy, she's been putting substitutes on that. And we have some ladies that have like a gluten intolerance, so she's been putting like tips, you know, like if she calls for pasta, she'll give you options for a non-carb. So
Awesome.
check out the meal plan. I will be posting on Fridays, but that might help you in figuring out some of your dinners.
Yeah, that would be good too. Yeah, she saw a dietitian and it just didn't go well. The one that she talked to just didn't quite go well.
She's been really good.
I went to her and I was showing her things at the store that were dairy free, like, and she was reading off a paper, which I could have easily done myself. So, yeah, if anyone has any tips, but like you said, yeah, that would be helpful. But
yeah, I'll post that and I'll tag you if I remember. But I'll post it and put it in the file section. So
okay, thank you.
And then I have that album in there, like for meal plans and stuff. Like if you want to upload yours, and like once I see one on Facebook, I save it and I put it in our group like immediately. So you guys all have it and can look at them, because you can it's not that you really are going to go follow it. It's just the fact that if you see a good meal idea or something, you know, and if you have questions about like different meals and stuff, we can go and ask, you know, some of the test group people and like send them a message and just ask them, because we have access to those people, you know, and I know Melanie and stuff was in it too, and she's one of our uplines. So, but yeah, I mean, we can all post in that 80-day obsession. We can just all post our meal plans and share those. We can share recipes. If you have something good, just add it to the album so everyone can just go and look at it. I posted those workout block papers. I'm going to print mine out and kind of chart mine from there. Trying to think of something else. I need to get Casey on here. She loves doing those meal plan things. Trying to think if there's anything else. I guess, okay, so what would you tell somebody that's just like looking to like start their meal plan? Like, what's the best advice you think you could give them?
So this was in the video and I didn't even think about it. Like, and you mentioned take the food list, right? Look at it, right? First and foremost, if you're doing 80-day obsession, figure out when you're working out, right? So pencil that in. Get out a freaking piece of notebook paper and say 5:30 or whatever. And then I did this with my daughter because my daughter is becoming a vegetarian who eats chicken and fish, but barely. And she's gluten and she has celiac. So I literally gave her the 21-day fix meal or the food list. I was like, circle what she'll eat. So that's what I would do. If you're brand new, just go through and like, okay, I like mushrooms. I like asparagus. Maybe that's all you like for veggies, right? And that's completely okay. But circle that, and then you can kind of look at I don't have it with me, the chart and be like, okay, so my blue can be, oh, I like cheddar cheese. Maybe it's a cheese stick, right? Like, it's completely fine. I would just figure out what you really, really like and then build your meal plan on that. But keep it simple, right? Don't try and do some elaborate 20 ingredient recipe off Pinterest if you're brand new, right? I would just keep it, what's the saying, like, keep it simple, stupid. Keep it simple. That's what I would do. So.
I've obviously never meal prepped. Yeah. Okay. So Jessica, I love that you said that because I'm completely, I'm really guilty of like not eating bad food, like trying to like watch what I'm eating and everything. And then I really, like tonight I sat down and I felt like sick to my stomach because writing this, I was like, oh my gosh, I have gone back so bad from when I first started. Because I feel like you just don't really notice it until you start tracking what you're eating and tracking what you're putting in your body. Then you realize like, oh, I did have 7 cookies instead of just 1. Like you just start tracking those things. So that's good just to kind of go back through. Yeah, I mean, we're all human. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to have things you're not supposed to, but trying to stick as close to this as you possibly can and just setting a meal plan every day, you know, like before you go to bed, having a plan set, you know, having something that you can grab the next day. Because if I don't have something to grab tomorrow, I'm going to the gas station and spending $20 on Doritos and pop and probably like Debbie snacks, you know, like that's just what we do. So having something planned. But yeah, I literally did like notebook and I did marker and a couple of pens. And I'll take pictures and show them to you guys so you can check them out. But the reason I had you figure out your plan was because that's obviously somewhere that you need to start with. And then also, when are you going to work out? That's always going to be my first question that I ask you because we can't like go anywhere until you know when you're going to work out. So honestly, just scheduling the 6 days, scheduling your workouts when it's going to happen. So if that means that on Monday you're working out at 2:00 and Tuesday you're working out at 6 a.m. and Wednesday you're working out at 7 p.m., as long as you know, that's good. Because then Kelly and I can kind of go from there and really work and say, okay, now here's your pre-workout, here's your post-workout, here's your other 3 meals. Kind of like with, I think it was like Jessica and Steph when they were saying like, well, we don't have time. We have to work this. We have to do this. Well, when are you working out? We can start from there and then kind of go backwards. So if anything, figure out when you're going to work out, plan the pre and the post workout. That's the easiest things to plan. And then plug in those other 3 meals where you can make it work. Yeah, Cassie's my like, meal planning guru. She should just come to our house and make all of our meals. But we're going to we're actually going to the Vikings game on Sunday. So we're going to try to meal prep on Saturday and then cook our meat and stuff Monday night. So we're going to meal prep enough for Monday and then cook everything Monday night for the week. So having just a day that you're going to prep and stuff and just get it all made up if you can, or having it on hand, going and getting fruit, going and getting your food, having it all on hand so you have it. That helps a lot too.
So I don't know if you guys saw it. To go back to Sandra or at the end, she says, we all have strengths, so just ask. Yeah, like you may be a rock star at getting up at 4 a.m. and press and play, right? Or somebody else may be like, oh, heck no, but I can meal prep like a boss, right? So like that's what this group is for, right? Just lean into each other. If you have a question, I can almost guarantee it that somebody else in this group has the same question. So just ask. Like, there's no stupid question. Like, it's a, like, what do they call it? Like, safe place. This is like safe.
Yeah. Correct. The more I plan, the more. Yeah. Also, like on workouts, I did bad today because we had a late start, but when we get set, if we want to in the group, I can put like a poll and we can just vote when we're going to work out. For the most part, if it's pretty much the same every day, I know some of you will be different, but then that way I run like that early bird workout in the morning for a Zoom, and you know, it just helps me get out of bed knowing that Nicole and Allie are sitting there waiting for me to like push the play button and stuff. And so, you know, if you want to, you can join us in there. It's free. It's just a Zoom link, just like this. I open it up and then everyone just works out to their own thing. And then you close it. But just knowing that you're showing up to somebody else besides yourself kind of helps too. But then one of my other coaches works out at night. And so she holds one at night too. So even if you're not a morning workout person, even if you don't work out the exact same I do, I'll open it and I'll leave it open for like an hour or 2 hours. And you can just log in and work out and log out. You don't have to show yourself if you don't want to, and you can if you want to. I'm always mismatched and like look like a zombie, so it totally doesn't matter. But that group is always open, and then my coach runs one at night. So you know, we have your back. If you need a phone call, I'm pretty sure Nicole's still on here. She sends out text messages and like gets people up and sends Facebook messages and stuff. So if you need that for the first week, we can definitely do that. I know I'm probably going to need a kick in the butt at 4:15 or whatever in the morning, but also sleep. You need sleep. So if you're getting your butt up at 4:15, your head better be hitting the pillow like before 10 o'clock. So, you know, that's something too that I was kind of toiling with because I have a college class I'm taking. And so I was going to work out after school, but then I wouldn't really have a ton of time to work my business and then also do my class. And so I'm biting the bullet and getting up early in the morning, but I'm going to be in bed like pretty soon. Like it's 9:20, I think. So I would be going to bed pretty soon if I'm getting up at 4:15 because I don't want to run myself dry. You want to get 7 to 9 hours of sleep. If you're actually physically working out and like getting after it and stuff, you really need to get your sleep. Linda, I'm listening to you right now as I'm in bed. Yes, I should probably be getting ready for bed. But
even said that one of the test group people, I think it was even a cast member, they were used to getting 8 hours of sleep. 1 week he changed and he was getting 7. Now your body might not be that way, but he plateaued. And she's like, well, what has changed? And he's like, nothing. And then he was like, oh, well, I'm only getting 7 hours and I used to get 8. So sleep, like, and self-care, like she is so big on like getting a massage, a foam roller, a bath, right? Just really on Sundays, taking care of yourself. Even if it's like you mamas out there, locking yourself in your room and just having like 15, 20 minutes of like quiet time, right, Robin? So just really taking care of yourself, but sleep is super important. So good thought there, Megan.
I don't have kids, but I lock myself away from my husband. Does that count?
Absolutely.
Okay, good. But yeah, she said the Epsom salt and stuff. So I'm actually looking up some good ones like for a bath and stuff because I think I miss taking like really good baths. My parents had like a jacuzzi tub and stuff. So that was something that I really liked. But huge on self-care. Make sure you're stretching and drinking as much water as you can because if you're sore, you know, you need to be stretching and you need to be sleeping, like making sure you're getting your sleep and stuff. So just know like week 1, we're all just going to be like chickens with our head cuts off. But as long as we have like a plan to go from, at least we'll look somewhat organized. So yeah, essential oils. Yeah, absolutely. I use one of the oils for like migraines and stuff. So I wonder if they have some salts and stuff for baths too. I'm trying to think. Any other questions? Pre-workout, just really quick, Energize is the pre-workout. You just mix it with 8 ounces of water. I bought little shaker bottles. They have like the metal ball in them. Those work the best for me. It like breaks it up. I got them off Amazon. You can get like 3 to 5 of them, and they're like cute pink ones or purple ones. They're like $3 or whatever. You can get, so many of them. So Energize, you just mix it with water and just shake it up and drink it. I love it. It's a lemon flavor, but I don't know. It's like liquid crack. It's amazing. And then Recover, I put it in the same shaker bottle. I just rinse it out with water, put 8 ounces of water in it, put my Recover in it. I shake it, and then I drink that too. So the pre and post workout's pretty simple. Shakeology, from the containers that you're given, are really good containers because you can put fruit in them if you want. You can put Shakeology. You can put spinach in them if you want. I always do ice. I always do water. And then I always put almond milk in mine, like 8 ounces of almond milk and then water and stuff. So yeah, Energize is definitely a lifesaver. I think it's more than a lifesaver. It's like God's gift to people who need it. I'm trying to think. I think that's pretty much it. I don't know. I can't think of anything else. I think if you have questions or anything, if you post them in the group, we can always go live like Friday, Saturday, Sunday for you guys. I'll be in the car for like 3 hours, so I'll be able to. Oh yeah, that was it. So, okay, here's the deal with workouts and equipment and all that stuff. I know some of you had ordered and then they ran out of Recover and it was late. So I was talking to a couple of people. It's totally up to you. Let's say your stuff comes in on Wednesday. What should you do Monday, Tuesday? I would not just sit there and do absolutely nothing. You've just prepped. You've just, done all of this stuff. I would stick with your Time nutrition and then maybe even do like the 21-day fix or something or whatever. And so maybe you miss like the first 2 workouts. Honest to God, like those 2 workouts are not going to make or break the entire 80 days. So if you get your stuff, Wednesday of next week, stick with the Time nutrition, stick with that, plan it like you're doing the 80-day obsession. And then when the stuff comes in, then you're just ready to rock, because it's the same workouts every single week. They just are not the same workouts, the same title, like booty, AAA, like all of that is the exact same. And so it's not like you're going to miss out on the ab workout on Tuesday and then you're never going to get abs, like it's just a workout. It's just 1 hour workout. So I honestly would just do this like you have everything. So when it comes in, then you're ready to go. If you don't have your Shakeology, just plug in a red container somewhere. Do an extra yogurt. I love hard-boiled eggs. Do something there. So if your stuff is not in on time, absolutely do not panic. Do not stress out. Just breathe. I hope Ashley's on here. She made me feel better today. She's very relaxed person. She's like, we'll just make it work. Just pick like the 21-day fix or something would be an incredible program. You just need weights, which you should already have those. You in a mat, you can use a towel too, I guess. But if you don't have your Recover or Energize yet, you don't have to actually physically have it to do the workouts. You can still do the workouts. It's just that I would highly, highly, highly recommend Energize and Recover for sure. Recover is going to save your life. Like it saves my knees and my bodies and pieces. And yeah, so hydrate, I would say it's optional for you. Recover, recharge is something that you take overnight, before you go to bed. I don't have recharge. I just have a couple of packets of it. So I did not buy recharge. You can definitely get it and use it if you want to. Let's see. Otherwise,
Allison, go ahead. And correct me if I'm wrong, Megan. If you currently do not have Recover or Hydrate or Recharge, so if you have Energize, you're good. You'll just skip the Recover until you order it. Like if you're not using the Beachbody supplements, you just omit those from your plan.
Right. And Hydrate, I don't know if that was even in one of those. It might have been in the bigger bundle. But I had Hydrate just because of we actually used it before with a different workout program, but it helps you feel not so I don't know, like a fish out of water kind of thing. Like it just makes you feel like you're actually, it's kind of like Powerade, like getting Powerade, but it's like a powerful Powerade. And since it's a 60-minute workout and things, but Energize, I'd say, would be huge, and you're going to want Recover. If you don't have Recover, I would really look into it, because Recover is going to save your muscles and your body so much. After a hard workout and you have Recover, an hour or so later, you're not going to feel like an old grandma gotten hit by a train or a car.
And for anyone that hasn't got their orders, I was talking with them. I think a lot were shipping today, and they were going to expedite the shipping on Beachbody. So definitely be checking your email, so you'll get an email notification with the tracking number. So
yeah, and don't panic. Like, we completely understand like that whole thing. So we're here to help, and make sure you're sticking with Time Nutrition and at least do a workout.
Absolutely. Make sure to start on Monday. Like, no matter what you do, press play with us Monday, because that's really going to set the tone for the next 80 days. So
yeah, definitely.
Do you guys have any other questions? You guys have been troopers hanging in with us tonight. So.
And I upgraded for you guys. Usually it like cuts us off at 40 minutes. I'm like, oh, honey, this is not I need to go longer than 40 minutes. So, even for tomorrow morning, the girls and I will be up at 5, and we do an early bird thing. I will post the link in our group so you guys have it. It's free. It's just like this. You click it, you open it, and you work out, and you just play your video, and you mute yourself, and you just work out. You can laugh at me, and I usually end up like messing with my dog and my husband and all that stuff, and Nicole and Allie are on there. So you can pop on with us if you want to. And then I'll plan on like 5 or 5:15 on Monday. I'll have it up and ready to go too. So, and if you need wake up calls, I know Allie and Nicole are like my sergeants. They'll call you or text you or message you or whatever it is if you need it. So we're all here for you. But
absolutely.
All right, I will post the recording in our group.